pre-betters. We are going into, I think, episode 10, buddy. Episode 10. We're going to talk about some Thursday night football, talk about the players in the game, what we think, what some of the odds. MC over here has cooked up some bets for us, so we'll be going over that. Uh, yeah, no, I'm pumped. I'm excited. There's going to be a really good game between the Rams in Seattle playing the Seahawks. 66% of the money is on the Rams. Oop, if I sit back too far, I'm not even there. Uh, the Rams, though, are the dog at plus 105. I mean, it's not a big dog. The spread is 1.5, so it's like not even a margin you want to bet on. You know, who wants to bet on a 1 point or 2 point game? Like, I don't think this is coming down to a field goal kick. If I'm wrong, then you know, I'll admit it. But holy smokes, I think one of these teams is going to come in here and they're going to prove that they're the best in their division. You know, you got the old dog Stafford. He's still gunslinging it. I think they're going to be down Devontae, so it will be the Puka Nuka show, as you would yours truly would say. It would be a Puka show, but everybody's plus money for touchdowns. So with their estimation of it being a close field goal type of game, they're expecting nobody to really get into the end zone. So everybody's got some good plus money tonight. So I wouldn't be afraid to spread some change around. Puka's coming in. He's the best. He's the lowest odds, but he's still a plus 110. And you don't see that very often. Usually, like, even the running back, he's plus 115, and he's been, minus 115, minus 120 all year long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just as you were talking, I cooking up, like you said, parlays, and almost everybody is plus, single betting here, and it's yeah, I don't think it's going to come down to a field goal either. I think it's going to be a slugfest in the air minus the ground. Um, like you said, Jackson Smith. Um, I have a feeling he could go off. Um, it's a 50-50. It's up in the air. Should be a real good football game tonight, though. Honestly, Matthew Stafford's no slouch.
Mm-mm.
Clearly
Mm-mm.
MVP category on his way to get a second ring. I mean, he's red hot, and yeah, Puka Nuka. He Yeah, he's got to go off. I think he's honestly going to go off because let's face it, who else do they have besides, you know, right now?
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll be a running game. Like we already said, weather isn't going to be a factor, so I don't know. I think it's just going to be a straight up battle. But I do think one team is definitely going to crush the other team offensively. I just feel like we were saying in the pre-recording and stuff or the live, they got one of these teams have to prove that they're the best in the division. You know,
Oh, exactly, dude. I
and I
mean,
don't think it's going to be a close 1-2. I think we're going to find out tonight, MC, that either Stafford is going to go win a Super Bowl with this team, or Sam Darnold is, the old Aladdin street rat turned prince. Like,
right. Let's put it this way. If Sam Darnold, okay, no, let me rephrase that. If Matthew the gun slanging Stafford comes in to Seattle. And Sam Darnold puts that to rest.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to say the Seahawks are on their way at that point in time if they knock off the Rams. Now, the odds of that happening not looking good on Seattle's part as of right now. So it's football. Anything could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sam Darnold could do it. Whether they're all mushing like the Rams are mushing together on offense and defense. Like I say it all the time, it's going to come down to the less turnovers, and I think Sam Darnold is possibly going to throw one or two more, or he's going to throw one interception that could blow the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I have a strong belief on how that this game could go tonight. So I'm not betting on the money line because I'm not that confident,
Mm-hmm.
but I will partake on parlays. Now, if I was 125% confident, I would bet on the money lines, but
Yeah, they're so shady and they're
it's
close.
very shady, man. So just to play your cards right and squeeze a few coins out of something, I think your best odds would be to go on some parlays, quick money parlays. You make it, you live to gamble on to another game, you know. So I'm just, I just think it's gonna be an exciting game tonight,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
for sure, man, for sure.
All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna just kind of go down the line here, and we'll talk about these guys. Maybe give our quick opinions. Uh, right out the gate, Puka Nakua. This is his second year. His first year, he did so well. They're like, you know what, Cooper Cup, piss off. We don't need you anymore. Oh, I can't sit back so far. Let me see if I can. There we go. Uh, yeah, piss off. We don't need you anymore. Go back home up into Seattle and go play for the street rat, freaking Sam Darnold, who's trying to prove himself to be the next one, the guy to take a team from shambles and rise them out of the ashes.
Just
Yeah,
think, a while back, wasn't too long ago, Vikings are like, see you later, we don't need you.
yeah. Just last season, he got them into the playoffs. They were also, I think they were 14-3 or 15-2 as well, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, they had a shot,
Yeah, no, they were cooking.
really cooking.
So yeah, I don't. JJ just isn't it. I had a little bit of hope in him because I took him in my dynasty league, and I just he ended up getting hurt in preseason last, or not even in preseason. I think it was during the mini camps. He got hurt, and it was like, welp, he's done for the year. Sam Darnold's coming in. I was like, welp, we're gonna crush the Vikings now. Sam
Yeah,
Darnold just came in like, man, I'm what you guys need. And then he takes them, kicks ass all year long, put up numbers. He was so good that you could take Jefferson almost every single week last year. Like it 99% of the games, like maybe one game you wouldn't take him in that, or two games that'd be playing us, but even then, we were letting him up. So yeah.
yeah,
Then yeah, same thing. They're like, you know, we saw what the Rams did to Cooper Cup. We're in the business for doing the same thing. Piss off. And
yeah,
boom,
yeah.
he's gone. And now he's like, you know what? I am him. I am him. And so, yeah, Seattle is a beast right now.
Yes, they are.
And the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba, he's insane. Both of the Ohio State wide receivers that came out this year have absolutely performed. You had Amik Mbuka down in Tampa Bay. When your boy was doing good there, Maker Bayfield. He
Yeah,
was.
he kind of fell off, didn't he?
Yeah,
But that's another topic.
yeah, yeah. He did, and it's just like whoa. But what can you do? You just that whole rising out of the ashes stuff just isn't for everybody, and
It's
unfortunately.
not. It is clearly not for everybody.
All right, so now after
But,
Puka, Jackson Smith to Jigba. I mean, we already kind of touched on him.
yeah,
Phenomenal rookie, absolutely burner. His route running is amazing. You know, I can't say anything bad about him other than he went to Ohio State. That sucks, but it is what it is.
yeah, yeah. It's sad.
He's coming in at a plus 115, plus 800 for two. I've been wrong many times on the two, but I could also be wrong on this one too. Why not take a chance?
I'm taking a chance on a parlay tonight. So
Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. We got Kyron Williams, absolute solid running back. I mean, I haven't seen his season numbers, but he's another one of those guys that you could pretty much
yeah, he's guaranteed. He's guaranteed for at least one.
yeah.
He doesn't. Very rarely does he not get at least one touchdown. And that's just my own opinion because I've put him on a lot of parlays in the past, and he usually about 50% of the time he usually hits for at least one. So yes, he's guaranteed to get in there at least pretty well. He's just basically what I'm saying is he's a stud. Just he's been a stud this pretty much his whole career, you know. So yeah.
Okay. Next, we have both running backs for Seattle. We got Zach Chardonnay and Kenneth Walker, both coming in close to each other. Zach's got plus 155 and Kenneth has plus 185. So, who is gonna get it in there? I don't know. It's those are one of those live betting ones where you're like, all right, Zach's been taking the carries down the field. I'm gonna put it on Kenneth because they're probably gonna pull him in for the goal line punch, or vice versa. Kenneth gets going, and then they're gonna bring Zach in for that 2 yard push.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel it's gonna go. It's just whoever is I think if they're down on the goal line or close to it, I think they're gonna go with Kenneth Walker just because he's a strong back.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it could go either way. So it's just however the momentum shifts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the more you keep looking at it, you're like, this is gonna be, according to what I'm seeing, it's gonna be a high scoring game, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got the over under is 42, so they're expecting both teams to at least get 20 points. So it's three tuds each team. Just
yeah,
who's gonna get it. And then, how many times do we get burned on the uh doing it anytime and then, spreading it out, and then all of a sudden Amonra gets three or Gibbs gets three, and it's just like, oh, I only put you down for one, buddy. What you could have gave the ball to somebody else. Tesla still needs some more catches. Come on, boys.
yeah. I mean, look on that huge, what, 16 parlay I had.
Mm-hmm. You were
I was
11 yards off.
yeah, like and I just created that just randomly, right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, might have better odds of winning the lotto. And then I'm looking at it I'm like,
Whoa,
JP,
I'm about to hit the lotto,
whoa, whoa,
buddy.
whoa, whoa, man, we're about to go to Applebee's, courtesy of Dan Campbell, right? And then no,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's
11 yards short. And we're just staring at it, and then we're like, oh, yeah, they're just going to knee it out now. Damn it. Just one screen, please?
yeah. That was honestly probably the closest on something like that. Well, I've never created something that extreme before like that. So, but I was like, wow, almost hit on it. But I don't know, man. I should have known better. You know, the Ravens are not up to par this year at all. You know, so hey, you live and learn, right?
Mm-hmm. And then, let me see if there's anybody here down here at the bottom. Now, here, we're going to hit you guys with a little randomness here. We like to sometimes put 50 cents on these quarterbacks possibly getting, tush push or QB sneak into the end zone. Our boy Matthew Stafford is plus 3,000 right now. I might put 50 cents on that, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see here. Because if,
Oh, oh, that game is. I was thinking that game was going to be on where you could watch it. Nope, you gotta do all cut. You go through everything just to watch the game tonight.
mm-hmm.
Oh, can you imagine if you hit on that Stafford though, running one in, huh?
Oh, that'd be nice. It's $15 with 50 cents, so.
Jeez, that's crazy, huh?
But where are we at here? We're at almost 20 minutes. Let's see what the call's at here. All right, we're not low enough to where it's giving us a timer yet.
Well, I can read off some parlays I got cooked up.
Yep, go do that real quick. Start with what you got here for the folks. I'm going to go grab Professor so he can be ready for his next segment real quick.
Okay. That being said, I have. Hold on here. I have a three-pick parlay. This one is Puka Nuka. Got him going for two TDs tonight. I got Matthew Stafford passing for 250 plus tonight. I got Kyrie Williams anytime touchdown. That's one of my three-pick parlays. That's plus 3360. And then I have another three-pick parlay. This one's plus 960. I have Kenneth Walker the third, Michigan State boy, go green. Anytime Todd for him. I got Sam Darnold passing for two touchdowns. And I got Jackson Smith anytime Todd. And again, that's plus 960. That's a three-pick parlay. And then I got the last one,
One more minute.
Huh?
a five-picker.
Do I got one more
Yeah,
minute?
yeah, one more minute.
I got
Smoke them
uh,
if you got
Pu-
them.
I got Puka Nuka anytime TD. I got Kyrie Williams anytime touchdown. I got Matthew Stafford passing for two touchdowns. And I got Puka Nuka receiving yards, 100 plus yards. And then I got Sam Darnold passing for 1 touch. And then that's it. That's all my parlays for tonight's game.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too extreme. I'd like to hit on the one of the three pick parlays, but that'd be great if I hit on them all.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
So
Well, we're gonna hand it over here to Professor to hit us with some wisdom on tonight's game. MC, if you got any
sure.
questions for him, just hit him with them, and he'll try to lead you in the right direction. Without further ado, here's Professor.
Good afternoon, kids.
Hey, Professor.
How
Yo,
are
yo,
you?
yo.
Okay, what do you got? My picks for the night. Who's up?
We got the L.A. Rams playing the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. It's a divisional game. They're both
Yeah.
3-11. 66% of the money is on the Rams, and as of right now, they're a 102 underdog. They went from a 103 since we started the podcast down to a 102. So
Who?
they're thinking. I think
The
they
Seahawks are that much?
the Seahawks are favored 122, but the game is projected to be within 2 points at 1.5.
Well, somebody's going to beat the spread on that because both quarterbacks are playing out of their minds. And the best of the two defenses right now really is Seattle. I mean, LA's playing dynamite football, but Seattle just hasn't let up in a while. So that'd be close. I would actually take Seattle, but I think it's going to be a high-flying game.
I
All right.
agree.
Well, the big thing we were just discussing was Devontae's out. What do you think the strategy is going to be for the Rams here?
Well, it's going to be a tight end's going to bail them out a bunch. Well, I don't know who their backup for Devontae is. I can't remember.
It's going to probably be Tutu Atwell.
Atwell? I don't know enough about him. But, the thing is it don't matter who's receiving. They got one of the most accurate quarterbacks ever to play the game. So he's still going to get points. There's, it's Matthew Stafford. That's why Detroit got rid of him. Detroit just didn't like scoring points.
Fair enough.
You
Can't,
All right,
can't argue there.
The bets just went down because they're trying to fix them. They're rigging them. They're down.
Rig it
I
on
don't
these
know.
things.
66% of the money is on the Rams, and they're the dogs. So we're
Smells a
one
little
on money
fishy.
line.
Well, they did just end up beating Detroit. They did it fairly easily.
Well, that's not really saying much. So, I mean,
No, not really.
not at all.
All right, then one of the earlier things that we were talking about was the old lines, and what do you think the chances of us are not making the playoffs this year?
Oh, we're not making the playoffs.
Oh, the dagger!
Right? Well,
No, I mean, save your money. Put it on somebody like the Jaguars or something. And my hippie friend.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yep, Trevor. Trevor's playing great football right now. I was a little disappointed with him last year, and he started out this season a little suspect, and then he's put it all together. I say the last 5 or 6 weeks he's played as good as anybody in the league. The fun matchup is when somebody like Trevor has to play Buffalo, You get the best quarterbacks in the league facing each other. And that's kind of what it was with Buffalo and Cincinnati. When you get those two quarterbacks, what happened to Cincinnati last week, they just fell apart. And I can appreciate why the quarterback's so pissed off. It just they lost heart.
Yeah.
You know, Cincinnati's got great players. When they played Buffalo and played them that tough, except for 2 interceptions, those 2 miscues at the end, they would have won that game. Then last week they go in and just didn't play football. It's got to be heartbreaking because as far as I'm concerned, they've got the hardest working quarterback in the league. I mean, him and Josh Allen, they just don't give up. Well, I think since the team's giving up, I think he's giving up. You know,
Yeah. I think he checked out, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. And it's not on his fault, but when you're playing your ass off and the rest of your team's just kind of lollygag,
Nailing it in.
yeah, you just lose heart. And I mean, we seen that, Josh and I, about 10 years ago with Matthew Stafford. There was like 2 or 3 years there. Anybody even got close to Stafford, he just threw the ball somewhere. It didn't mean he was a shitty quarterback. He just wasn't going to sit there with the offensive line that wasn't going to block. So he's just getting rid of the ball. Then they started getting a couple offensive linemen. He started having better seasons.
Yep.
But if you ain't protecting the quarterback, hey, he's just going to throw it somewhere. Get it the hell out of his hand. No reason to spend the off season in the hospital.
Or end your football career either, you know.
Yeah.
So, well,
But all right, Professor. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you on the next episode.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Give him a round of applause.
Spitting facts, he was.
All right, we just hit the under the 1 minute thing, so it could cut off at any moment. So we're gonna definitely hit the old pre-bet show with the farewell. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on episode 11.
Yes, sir.